Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of Spiral from the Book of Saw 4K. Working in the shadow of his father, Detective Ezekiel Banks and his rookie partner take charge of an investigation into grisly murders that are eerily reminiscent of the city's gruesome past. Unwittingly entrapped in a deepening mystery, Zeke finds himself at the center of the killer's morbid game. Going into this review, I have seen Spiral once before. I saw it in theaters, and I think I gave it like a 3 or a 4 out of 10 when I reviewed it. And I'd give Spiral a solid 4 out of 10. And ultimately, returning to this movie, I was not very excited because I didn't have a great time with it in the theater, but I did enjoy it just a little bit more while watching it at home. I think this movie is kind of a step back from Saw after Jigsaw came out a couple years ago. I thought this was overly gory for the sake of it. The plot is really predictable, and overall, Chris Rock, I think, was miscast in this movie. He's not a bad actor by any means. I think he's pretty funny, but when you place him in a role like this and expect him to be a serious actor, I don't think that's playing to his strengths whatsoever. So I wouldn't recommend Spiral from just a movie perspective, but would I recommend this 4K transfer? Let's find out. If you decide to pick up Spiral from the Book of Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray in the United States, there are 2 different versions to pick from. There is a standard edition slipcover, and I have the Best Buy exclusive steelbook here. On the front here, it features a slipcase and Detective Ezekiel Banks, played by Chris Rock. And on the back, we have all the information about the movie, its technical specs, as well as what special features are offered. And when you take off that slipcover, just the art remains, and here is a look at all of that. Here is what the spine looks like. Here is all of that artwork together. There is the Blu-ray disc, and then here is a beautiful pink and black 4K disc. And then here is the inside artwork featuring Detective Ezekiel Banks, and I really like the overall black, white, and pink artwork here. I think it's really stunning. For visuals on Spiral, we have native 4K, and this is in widescreen, so you will have black bars at the top and the bottom. And for the most part, this picture is pretty flawless. The cinematography and the overall look of Spiral is really attractive to me. It has a little bit of a stylish feel to it. It feels quite dark, but overall it's very pleasing to the eye. There's a lot of detail going on here, and this was digitally shot for the most part, so there isn't a lot of grain, if any, and it was surprising to me how good this movie looked. I really enjoyed Spiral from the Book of Saw's look as far as visuals go. It's just a pity it's attached to this movie. For audio on Spiral from the Book of Saw, we have Dolby Atmos, and it's fantastic. This audio track is phenomenal. Horror movies oftentimes have really good soundtracks, and Spiral from the Book of Saw is no exception to that rule. And overall, you can always hear the dialogue, and the sound effects are all great. Everything is very present and very full. I didn't have to mess with my audio system whatsoever to get a good sound on this disc. It was just there from the forefront, and I was really impressed by the audio from Spiral from the Book of Saw. So overall, would I recommend Spiral from the Book of Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray? I'm going to have to say no. Pass on it. And I'm saying that for a few reasons. The first off being it's way too expensive. For 25 or 30 bucks, this movie is not worth it. This is going to be in the $5 Blu-ray bargain bin at Walmart before too long, so do not spend that much money. I think if you want to watch this, get a Blu-ray, or hell, even a DVD. This 4K transfer does look and sound really good. It does. It's not reference quality though, so I wouldn't recommend you buy this just to show it off to your friends, because they're probably going to think you need to be institutionalized because showing them a gruesome movie like this on 4K for the first disc that they see, bad idea. So overall, I would not recommend Spiral from the Book of Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Sorry out there, horror heads, but it was a good looking disc. Just a pity it's attached to this film. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
I'm a little spin like a spiral.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?